Hi everyone, this is Bian, founder of the Hungry Lab, and I'm so excited to be here at Space Kidz India in Chennai with the founder, Dr. Srimathy Kesan. And we are here today, and there's a bunch of kids outside. They're from engineering colleges, and they're working on a big launch tomorrow. And Dr. Srimathy is a visionary to try to cultivate the next generation of Indian scientists, aerospace engineers, and she's done such a great job. They have programs that start from age 4 and up, so that's amazing. So Dr. Srimathy, can you tell us a little bit more about your work and what your vision is?
Well, predominantly I'd like to create scientists for the country. You know, just being engineers or doctors, I think it's gone. That era of India is gone. And now we are looking at more of innovations and make for India, because we have a visionary Prime Minister who keeps talking about make for India. So I want every individual, every child to feel responsible for a product. You know, only then they know the value of everything. So that way, we are creating scientists as young as 4 years old, and predominantly in the areas of aerospace and agriculture. Agriculture is the backbone of our country, so that's diminishing. So we want to bring in all the educated children into that, and we wanted to say that's also a cool job.
Yes.
So that way, and I know you're working with
Yeah.
Dr. M.S. Swaminathan.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that Dr. Raman is supporting that, and he's been here talking to children. And well, moving ahead, we've launched about 10 balloon sats and 2 suborbital satellite and 1 orbital satellite. I think we are the only organization in the world who've done this, and that too with children as young as 16 until 22 years who've been doing this. And it's a moment of pride, I should say. And we want to create a borderless society, a borderless world, I should say, barring all the politics, all the nuclear weapons and everything. It should be only love, love, and love. So creating good human beings is the first priority, and then we move on to create good scientists.
That's absolutely fabulous and so aligned with what we're doing at the Hungry Lab too. And I was just telling Dr. Srimathy, yes, 2 days ago I was speaking at an engineering college, and a wonderful woman asked me from the audience, you know, we're creating better technology as engineering students, but how do we create better human beings? And
So
that's
this is
the
what
key.
we do here.
Yeah.
You know, we have the Gurukulam concept. If you see, children sit down.
Yeah.
And before starting anything, you know, it's all positive vibes. It's only prayer. And then, you know, everything, though it's science and technology, still we feel that there is something above us. There is something supreme.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
so one kind of a feel that they are responsible to be answerable for somebody. So that kind of consciousness is created in India, at least, you know, right from childhood.
And it's so important to raise that consciousness, to be
Yes.
self-aware, to make a change in the world. You have to be aware of yourself and your place in it.
Yes, and my kids, like, you just give them, like, you know, you tell them that I'll give you 5 crores. Why don't you just come away here or there? They would say no. I think we want to stay here in India. We wanted to do good for the future generation. They themselves are only 20 and 21, but they talk about the future generation. So which means I'm so glad that, you know, the little seed that I've sown, I'm sure it's going to become a huge banyan tree.
I'm so inspired by your passion, Dr. Srimathy, and I'm so honored to consider you my friend and my colleague, and it's just amazing to see the work that you're doing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Dr. Srimathy is showing me the different payloads that the children have created.
Yes, you've got the blood sample, you've got seeds, you've got DNA,
And this is amazing.
You've
These
got
are
you've got an electronic payload.
These are 6th graders.
Yes, 6th until 10th. So, and the most important thing is these are all government school children, and all from down south.
Oh wow.
Where people think that, you know, technology doesn't reach them. No, see how much they have done.
Wow.
Given an opportunity, it's just the opportunity and platform that's needed for these kids, and they can just showcase.
And they
their
can
talent.
shine.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And so much confidence building in this as well.
Yeah, and you should see, you know, we had an opportunity to get them a couple of media interviews. Amazing, you know, these kids were so confident and everything, and as to why they want to be a scientist and all that, you literally have tears. And these children, they are like, you know, a couple of them, their parents, are working in the houses, housemaids, children from that background.
Oh wow.
and father is a driver, a dry cleaner, iron man.
That's amazing.
Look at them.
Yeah.
So talent is everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Be whatever background they come from.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter at all.
Exactly.
So that's why whatever little that we can give back to the society, we're just trying to do this. And predominantly because people think that space is not reachable,
Right.
and it's very expensive.
Right.
So we want to shrink that. Make it more fun and make it more economical. And in fact, these the payload boxes and the components that the children wanted, we had sent them. And we had taught them how to put things in and everything. So they were so excited that they needn't spend a rupee on this, but then their payloads are going up.
Yeah, that's incredible. And as we say, we want to create a world in which every child has the audacity to dream big.
Yes.
So many people don't even believe they have the audacity to dream.
Absolutely. Because if they are talented, and if they don't, they're not given an opportunity to pursue their dreams, they just shrink. And that's where I think all these terrorism and the psychological problems, all this,
depression,
and because of
anxiety. They aren't able to actualize their sole purpose.
So what happens is they get into all the negative things.
Yes.
And that's where I think we are responsible for that.
Right.
So we are not giving them an opportunity, so it's our mistake.
Yeah.
And it's not that every time the government has to do something. I feel as an Indian citizen, if I have something to give back, I have to do that, and that's my sole responsibility.
Yeah.
So the little that we are doing,
Curators of hope. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
So we were one of the finalists in the Google Lunar X Prize. There were 5 teams.
Amazing.
And there was one international team, Synergy Moon. And Synergy Moon signed us up for making the rover. And we made the world's lightest rover, about 3 kilos, just 3 kilos.
Oh my God, wow.
And of course, because of funding and other things, the Google Lunar X Prize got scrapped. But otherwise, this was going to be going to the moon. This is the prototype.
Oh my goodness, how tremendous.
We have the camera. See that we have the camera. We have the camera here.
Okay.
And
So
AI, we've got AI and everything fixed inside.
Oh wow.
And this is 3D printed.
Oh my God.
3D
Wow.
printed wheels. So very soon we will be going.
Oh, that's amazing. On the next mission. Wow. Congratulations. What an
Thank you.
achievement.
Thank
That's
you so
amazing.
much.